So talking about like solutions, it says some are obvious and long-standing goals, like eliminating marriage penalties and federal welfare programs and the tax code and installing work requirements for food stamps. Mm. But then, okay, here we go. Now this is going on to the next page. It says, so this is basically about how to target. A lot of it's like how to target the left's agenda. So this says, this starts with deleting the terms sexual orientation and gender identity, diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I thought that was very, very interesting because I'm like, the right is on this real big kick of like they don't like diversity and inclusion. They don't believe in it. It is the worst thing that the left has ever thought of. And speaking to Trump's attempted assassination, right? Assassination attempt, rather. They say because they, when I say they, I listen to a lot of right opinions and I listen to some left opinions, but I listen to the right because a lot of people don't listen to the right. So I like to hear what the other side is saying. I don't want to close my ears to that. So they say that because of diversity and inclusion, there's women in the Secret Service. We just saw, if you hadn't seen, I think she was like top dog essentially. She sat down to basically be interrogated and asked questions. She then subsequently resigned, but she was a woman and they were basically just like, see, you do this diversity, you do this inclusion, and these people come in and they don't know what they're doing. They're not equipped. Women shouldn't be in these roles. This should not be left to a woman. Women are not strong enough. Men are stronger. And it's like, yikes, you know? I also heard on one podcast where a gentleman was basically saying, like, we have diversity and inclusion, so now Ivy League schools are only accepting Asian and Black people. So now your doctors are going to be Asian and Black. As long as you're qualified to do the job, I too much don't care what race you are, babe. I don't care as long as you're qualified to do the job. The rights argument is like people aren't qualified to do their job, they're just put in the seat because of the color of their skin. Now, if that is the case, I'm not for that because I don't want to go to a doctor that just got put into the seat because he was Black. I love my people. I do. I love us for real. But if you don't know how to do the job, you should not be here. Point blank, period. Right? Again, fact. Now, if we're getting rid of it because we feel like we only want one race to do it, well, then, hey, let's not do that. So, moving on, they go into issues of um pornography and how pornography is really bad and what pornography does. They say pornography, this is on page 5 if you do want to read Project 25. They say pornography should be outlawed. It should not be distributed. If you do distribute it, you should be imprisoned. And then if you're an educator or a librarian and you use pornography, you should be registered as a sex offender. See, this is where I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me. Y'all man Donnie J got up there and said grab him by the pussy. But y'all want to outlaw pornography? Hmm. Then wasn't he caught with Stormy? Wasn't that her name? Hmm. All I'm saying is, if we gonna be fair, we gotta be fair across the board. That's why there's no way they wrote this with Trump in mind. There's no way. That one paragraph lets me know you didn't write this with Trump in mind. That one paragraph.